And her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway.
So what do? They stop all the primaries. They don't have real primaries anymore. They haven't had a real primary since 2012.
Yeah.
They rig them. They rig it with Bernie Sanders. They rig it with RFK Jr. They're just, the whole business is gross.
White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt is making waves in Washington. In a heated press room exchange, she revealed shocking details about how Nancy Pelosi allegedly twisted the system for personal profit. Rumors about Pelosi's stock dealings had been around for years, but Leavitt's account showed just how far it went. This wasn't simple rule bending. It was rewriting the rules entirely. The press was stunned, and we've got the full moment ready to share.
You talked with the president about his position on the stock trading ban bill before Congress. He obviously had pretty loaded comments about Senator Hawley. There's some reporting that they've since spoken. What is his position on the current status?
Thought they had Karoline Leavitt cornered. They jumped on Senator Josh Hawley's bill to ban insider trading in Congress, hoping to drag her into the recent feud between Hawley and Trump just days earlier. Trump had accused Hawley of siding with Democrats and turning his back on the MAGA base. The press smelled drama and tried to bait her, but Karoline didn't flinch. She answered with confidence and focus, making it clear she wasn't there to play political games. She came to talk about real issues, not help the media stir the pot that they showed up for a scandal. What they got was a masterclass in staying sharp under pressure.
The president has spoken to Senator Hawley, who called him, and the president took that call. As the president said in the Roosevelt Room yesterday, conceptually, he of course supports the idea of ensuring that members of Congress and United States senators who are here for public service cannot enrich themselves.
Karoline Leavitt opened the briefing with a knockout blow to the media's latest manufactured drama. She quickly shut down the gossip about a supposed feud between Senator Josh Hawley and former President Trump. Her explanation was simple. Hawley had called Trump directly, explained that his bill was about stopping insider trading by members of Congress, and that was it. No betrayal, no backroom politics, just a straightforward conversation. And once Trump heard the details, he supported it completely. So much for the rift the press was so eager to hype. But Karoline didn't stop there. With that rumor out of the way, she turned her focus on the media's obsession with stirring up Republican infighting. Then, she went further, calling out Nancy Pelosi and highlighting the millions she's made in the stock market while in office. It was sharp, direct, and left the press with nothing to spin.
The reason that this idea to put a ban on stock trading for members of Congress is even a thing is because of Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she is rightfully criticized because she makes, I think, $174,000 a year, yet she has a net worth of approximately $413 million. In 2024, Nancy Pelosi's stock portfolio, this was a fascinating statistic to me, grew 70% in one.
Now that's the kind of story that should be splashed across every front page in America. Think about it. When a member of Congress has access to private, behind-the-scenes information, the potential for abuse is enormous. And Nancy Pelosi's stock record is a perfect example. For most people, if you invest wisely and wait patiently, you might see your portfolio grow 7% to 10% in a good year. But Pelosi? Her portfolio didn't just outperform the market, it skyrocketed by an unbelievable 70%. That's not just smart investing, that's the kind of number that makes people wonder if the game is rigged. Karoline Leavitt sees it the same way, and she's not shy about saying so, while everyday Americans work hard, pinch pennies, and celebrate modest returns. The political class seems to be playing by an entirely different set of rules, and it's not just unfair, it's insulting. Karoline made it clear she's not going to let Pelosi's windfall slip quietly into the shadows. She kept the pressure on, determined to hold the powerful to the same standards as the people they're supposed to serve.
Her portfolio outperformed every single large hedge fund in that same year and even more than doubled the returns of Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway.
Democrats talk about socialism and fairness, but they do it from luxury offices while enjoying wealthy lifestyles. They don't hate money, they just want control over it. Nancy Pelosi's salary as Speaker could fund a lavish life on its own. Yet she still chased more. Public service took a backseat to personal gain, with social causes used as cover to grow her fortune. For them, it's not about helping people, it's about helping their portfolios.
The whole system is so f***ing corrupted. And it's so obvious, like, we're at a stage where, like, we have enough information to see, like, that how much greed and money just corrupts the system.
But I don't think we really got to see it until Trump ran. I think you got to see it unveiled in a way when Trump ran that you never got to see before.
The Honest Act's goal is simple. Stop politicians from turning public office into a personal cash machine. They swear an oath to the people, not their stockbrokers. Yet many treat politics like a shortcut to wealth. If passed and enforced, this bill could finally end the habit of using government jobs as launch pads to Wall Street. Public office is a duty, not a hustle.
You got to see it unveiled in a way when Trump ran that you never got to see before. Because also you got the rise of independent journalism that happens at the same time.
Yeah.
So you have people that report just on the facts, not like this CNN lean or the Fox News lean, but just reports on exactly what's happening and how it happened.
The system is so corrupt, and at this point, it's impossible to ignore. We've seen enough to understand just how deeply greed and money have poisoned it. Honestly, it didn't become this clear until Trump ran for office. His campaign pulled back the curtain in a way we'd never seen before, exposing what was really going on.
And you follow those people, and a lot more people are than ever before. You get a way different understanding of how gross this game is.
Yeah.
And because the guy was so polarizing, and because he was such an easy guy to turn into a like you pointed to him, you're like, this is him. Look at the way he talks.
Yeah.
He's gonna ruin the world. It's a threat to democracy.
Rogan put it perfectly. Without Trump in the race, we might never have uncovered so much of the corruption in Washington, including Nancy Pelosi's questionable stock deals. Like him or not, Trump ripped the mask off the political establishment and forced them into a spotlight they never expected. He broke their grip on the narrative. And suddenly, Americans were asking tough questions. Rogan was about to get into the details, but even before that, it was obvious. Trump didn't just shake up politics, he blew up the old system. And in the process, a lot of ugly truths came to light.
What do they do? They stop all the primaries. They don't have real primaries anymore. They haven't had a real primary since 2012.
Yeah.
They rig them. They rig it with Bernie Sanders. They rig it with RFK Jr. You know, they're just, the whole business is gross.
It's the Trump effect at full force. He didn't just avoid the legacy media. He called them out for what they really were. Instead of chasing airtime on networks tied to political elites, he went straight to independent outlets and podcasters where he could speak without a filter. Trump knew the game. Legacy media wasn't about reporting the truth. It was about controlling the story. Behind the scenes, anchors and politicians mingled at fancy dinners, trading favors. Reporters looked the other way when their political friends got caught, and in return, they got exclusive interviews and access. Trump blew that arrangement apart by cutting out the gatekeepers. He gave the mic back to the public and made it a lot harder for the establishment to hide. That's why they hated him, because he dragged their secrets into the open dot.